Hey guys, I'm Sync.
And I'm Echo.
And we're back once again playing Phoenix Wright Trials and Tribulations. In the last episode, well, we got to court. We got a little bit of Bikini's testimony. And in this episode, we're going to get more of Bikini's testimony about after her bath.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
After my bath. I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple. But as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and Iris was, Mystic Elise! With that sword of all things! Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out into the courtyard. And the stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window.
How would you know that she was pushed out of her window?
That's a good question.
You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Von Karma's whipping Mr. Edgeworth in court.
In court.
In court.
This is the analogy that he's going with. Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth in court.
And me seeing it all from this very chair.
So you're telling me, like, what happened in the second case of the second game.
Yeah.
Except Phoenix lived.
Yeah.
But essentially he got whipped into two.
Well, something like that. This judge. His imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe.
I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours?
You know, if someone has said that, I'll just say their full name in every other sentence. Be like, what was that, Miss Miles Edgeworth? How will you like that, Miles Edgeworth? Tell me the reasoning behind that, Miles Edgeworth. Just like over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Like how Maya did the snowmobile.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. I'll be doing that.
Snowblow mile. Alright, after my bath.
Okay, I finished my bath around 11, dodged good inner temple, walked back, heard noise from courtyard, look, and Iris, Mystic Elise. I would want to press this to learn more about this Mystic Elise part,
yeah.
But I don't think Edgeworth is gonna...
I mean, you could.
Hold it!
This is the second time the witness has testified about seeing the defendant. But some doubt remains in these claims.
Hey, just what does that mean? Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to.
The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword. Sister Bikini, try to recall who it was you saw, and as clearly as you can.
Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her. Something has been bugging me all this time.
Okay, please, don't keep us in suspense.
She was not wearing her hood. Is that what you're saying? Her hood! Oh, I caught it.
Her
hood? That's right. It's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood. I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? I mean, if I was her, I would be focused less on the appearance of the stabber and more on the stabbing.
Yeah, right.
After all, she'd given that hood away to someone, right?
Ugh.
Ha! You've dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth.
What do you say, Mr. Edgeworth? Is this testimony important?
I don't know, it's kind of important. I mean, I don't know what's being added here. I just wanted to know if she elaborate on Mystic Elise.
Yeah.
That was my whole thing.
You can say whatever you want.
Let's just append it to see what happens.
This may initially appear to put me at a disadvantage, but I can't see any of the leads at the moment.
I mean,
there were.
I mean, I was gonna go through the whole thing. I just wanted to know about the mystic and mace part, but I knew you weren't gonna say anything, but I did it anyway.
Yeah. Your Honor, I would like to add this new statement to be these new statements to be added to the court record.
The court record.
The testimony.
Huh, Miles Edgeworth. If you want to hang yourself, you need only to ask. I'll gladly lend you my whip. Oh, I mean, that's what I want to happen to Larry, but...
Witness, add the statement you just... add that statement to your testimony.
No problem. ... Okay, now that you mention it, Iris didn't have her hood on.
Courtyard... After she was pushed out her window.
I mean, that's the correct thing!
Right, how, though?
Cause... Lost... Stab... In back... Body fell 10 feet after death. That's the contradiction. I just wanted to attend to see what happened.
Yeah.
But let me just see what.
What makes you sure about all this?
It's just like I told you earlier. I heard a noise from the courtyard. Okay? Dump. Just like that. You're one smart sister. I'll give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises, indicating a fall from around 10 feet in height.
It appears that the witness was not mistaken then.
Yep, I'm more than just a pretty face, especially in winter. Why is there an especially in winter part? I just really want to know.
Yeah.
I'm a woman of faith after all, the head honcho of Kazakura Temple.
There's only 2 of them working there.
What's wrong, my Edgeworth? No snappy comeback remark?
Doesn't feel like she's lying. This is very powerful testimony, too. She claims to have seen the instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There's only 2 things I can believe right now. My client, Iris, and my own abilities as a defense attorney.
Which is none. You just have court, experience.
Right.
I mean...
Yeah, go ahead. I mean...
It says the body fell 10 feet after death.
Yeah. After... Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
After death.
After death.
Objection!
Yeah, I should have pressed on the other thing that was appended because I just wanted to see where that leads.
Yeah. Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say anyway.
Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter.
However, I think you are overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report?
The autopsy report?
The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed.
Ha!
So that's right, it says after death right here. The scene that the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, then how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall?
Ah, okay. That was fast.
Order! Order! The victim was killed and then fell. If that's the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree? Yeah.
No. I'm still very skeptical about in her room part.
Uh-huh.
There's a little shelter thing above the statue. And I wouldn't be surprised if she was chased up there, stabbed, then fell.
Sure.
And I don't know if it's 10 feet, but that's a possibility. But right now we're in her room, and I'm like, that's a false lead.
Yeah.
Especially since there's no drag mark, there's no blood being splattered everywhere. There's no anything to show that the body was dragged over to the place where it was stabbed a second time.
Right.
Because of that, I'm just wondering if she was really killed in her room.
Right.
That is the logical conclusion. Yes, That's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room. And then she was then thrown out of her window down into the courtyard below.
Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Daxnim's room?
Wow. The fuck would she know? She just got here.
She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a bloodstain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? What?
No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. I'm still like, was she really know that? She's just like, I don't fucking know. Sure, no.
Yeah. Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard.
I'm ignoring that.
However, there is no blood in the room, so...
I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure your honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood.
When it produces the most blood?
For every little blood is actually lost at the moment of blood's insertion. If you want to talk about the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Indeed. With the weapon still in place, it acts as a lid on the wound. That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking.
I mean, that's a lot of blood. Just saying. Oh, I didn't go out all the way. We have come to a conclusion then. The victim was drawn out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all the contradictions. Except the fact that she saw the victim get stabbed in the courtyard. Still thinking, sword, not real murder weapon. Died on top of the roof above the statue. Then the sword got removed from the statue and stabbed again.
Order! I must admit, this is a probable version of events. I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point. It seems...
I like how we had to have that one at the end.
Yeah. That we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and to tell us only the truth, please. Witness, please, remain standing on the crate.
Oh no. Don't go selling me short now. The weight of winter snow has bent me out of shape. Especially my back and my mood. Sister, please give us your testimony. I will give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here. You will give her a massage.
Sure.
You, Franziska von Karma, know how to give a massage.
She probably knows how to give really good massages. Really strong ones, but with the whip.
Oh boy. Alright. She's like, I really doubt this, but okay. Further details. When I looked across the sea, the sword was already in place. Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. Okay, there we go. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you? And when I awoke, Mystic Army was... stabbing Mystic Elise through the back. I lost where I was because they took away the text box. I was like, where was I?
This all confirms Miss Von Karma's theory.
Okay, so maybe the sword is the murder weapon, and then it got put back on the statue? Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska von Karma.
Perfection is a different definition per everyone. Per person.
Right. And I'm here to teach you just that.
I thought she learned that last game, but you know what? Whatever. When I looked across the scene, the sword was already in place. I didn't actually see her stab. Didn't see that much blood before, fainted. When I woke, Mystic Army was stabbing Mystic Elise in the back. I mean, I can't tell from that, but it looks like the hilt is not where the hand is?
Yeah. And there's also not a lot of blood.
I mean... She just said she never seen so much blood before.
Sure.
This might be her definition of so much blood.
Possible.
Now I gotta press it. Hold it!
So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood?
That's right. Some of it has splattered onto her iris too. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room. Her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner.
What? Her clothes were blood-flecked as well? That seems quite conclusive to me. What should I do? Press this point further?
You know what? Fuck it. Let's just have Edward. Let's have Edward have to do what Phoenix does.
Yeah.
This is how Phoenix feel.
Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw a little bleeding when the victim was stabbed. But now you say you saw the victim bleeding?
Well. I say that what I saw is what I saw. I mean, that is very true as well. Because sometimes things are confusing.
Right. Well, what did you see?
Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day.
Pull the sword out of her. Okay. Pulling the sword out?
Well, it wasn't exactly pulling. It was more like it came out. Quote unquote came out.
Witness, you will add this statement to your testimony.
Oh, was that important?
More important than you can imagine.
The plunge into the smoothly drawn out
Smoothly drawn out.
to the hilt. But this one only has blood onto the tip.
Right. Right.
I just want to
Okay, fine. Go ahead. Go ahead.
give me some more info.
Smoothly, you say? You say you saw the sword smoothly slide out?
That's right. The whole thing happened right next to the gold statue of Mystic Army. Oh yeah, see, there's that little cliff on top. It looks like it. But okay, now she's saying that she was stabbed on the ground there, and then stabbed again with the sword was in Ami's hand and it was stabbing her. Which I'm still not seeing the time where the body plummeted to the ground, but okay. Mystic Elise was on the ground, and Iris was scooped over her. The sword was buried up to the hilt. When Iris stood up, the sword in her hand just split out of Mystic Elise's body. It split out that gaping wound.
It goes without saying that the sword was removed there would be bleeding.
Nothing out of place here.
Is that really the case? I can't help but feel that something about this testimony is very out of place. So is that something which, yeah, end of thing.
Okay. Like, it's not to the tip, man. I just wanted more info.
Sister Bikini, you're a reliable witness. At least, I'd like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here.
Although, I would like to say that I wouldn't be surprised if they took some of the snow to clean away the blood. But yes, let's just hear. Oh, what do you mean? You make it sound as though I'm a liar. But you're such a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Oh my gosh. Why?
Edgeworth is already a ladies' man.
What contradictions are you talking about?
In the scene that the witness claims to have seen, The weapon was thrust up to the hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities.
I mean, yeah, you got this.
Yeah.
Like, not only is blood free from like the top half, the bottom half, the hilt half,
Yeah.
but the way this sword is structured, I think it'd be really hard to like
Pull
pull
out.
out.
Or even the stab with too far
Yeah,
in.
that's true. I'm sorry. I was about to look at the crime photo when I realized that's not the photo of the time of the stabbing.
Yeah. That's not what we're referring to, yeah. What do you mean? Please, explain your... Wow!
Explain yourself.
To start with, don't you think it would be possible to stab someone with the hilt with this? No matter how I look at it, the defendant, she doesn't appear to be strong enough for that.
Objection! Objection! Doesn't appear. What meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail, but I can crush men under my heel and make them weak, should I so choose. I like to see that.
The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit. That isn't the only issue here. If the sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly.
I like how he's mentioning that, and I was like, there's not blood under the hilt.
Yeah.
That's...
Oh, we also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It is true that when a blade has left the body, it acts as a sort of plug of sorts. However, when the weapon is shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop from bleeding.
Objection! That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with the shito. There's too many E's in that. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly, and may still sometimes stop the blood loss.
I'm not finished.
The music's gone.
There's still one more conclusive contradiction.
Blood?
You still got more? This one is simple. If the sword really was thrust all the way to the hilt, why is there only blood on the tip of it?
Ha!
If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword.
I mean, yet again, if she pulled it out, then Bikini fainted. There's that time period where, you know, they could have used the snow to clean it. But, you know, this is just still conjecture.
Yeah.
No!
Order! Wah!
Bravo, Miles Edgeworth. Raising this mini contradiction from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorney I know could only manage one, if that.
What does that all mean? If you have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, having come this far, there can only be one answer.
And that is, it's not the murder weapon?
The weapon used to kill the victim was not the...
Shito.
Yeah, thank you. What?
A foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy, foolish fool. Oh, foolhardy! That's a new one. I think. I don't remember that one. I remember fool, foolish, and foolishly.
Yeah. Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think that the sword was the murder weapon?
It was the one stabbed after her fainting. Or it was the one found. Well, it's because Mystic Army was holding it.
Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis that we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the
I'm not saying it again.
was the murder weapon.
I'm done with that name.
Okay.
Like I'm done with Larry.
Order, wah!
So maybe the Shishichito was not a murder weapon. Even if that's the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object. Yeah, it does look like it is that sword. But I still think that's a hoax. I still think there's something else killed her. She fell, then we used that sword and left it at the scene of the crime.
That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. The obvious question? Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon go? Disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found.
That's...
Answer the question, Miss Von Karma.
No evidence of that kind was found.
Another mystery to throw onto the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, could I say something? I just remember something, actually. What is it, sister? I was just thinking, it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was... It was just over there.
What exactly are you going on about here?
The murder weapon, I mean, maybe... I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
You what?
Well then! I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible!
She, like, whipped, but it hit no one.
Yeah. What else? What else could this old woman have seen? Location of the weapon. Okay, I was gonna say we're gonna pick it up, but we'll go ahead and go through this testimony.
Okay. Well, I saw the murder at around 11 p.m. After asking that to be reported, I went out to the main gate. And there, I saw tracks that indicated that snowmobile had been used. I forgot about that. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusty Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they drew the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best of shape, but what with my back and my age, you know. Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here's a photograph. Okay. I was like, okay. Photograph, got it.
A snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory. Can we get that in court record?
Hang on. The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple
Please?
and run all the way to this dusty bridge.
Yay! Okay.
That solved your pesky little problem, yes? Okay, hang on. Why is there tracks only behind it?
And not
In
going
front.
away from... Not going away?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's
But
only one...
you can see, like, Phoenix's track or something.
You can see footprints going move there, but only the track of the snowmobile heading back.
Unless they're like good enough to go across directly where they like back out. Like they just read backwards actually.
There's in reverse.
There's no like reverse and then go forward. It's just reverse.
Do snowmobiles have reverse?
I think they do. In order to back, don't they have?
But
to
the
back
sled,
out?
but the front of the ski sleds are facing up, so it.
You know what? I don't know.
Yeah,
I
don't
never
know
drove
either.
one.
I haven't
I've never
either.
seen one.
Yeah.
Okay. I forgot that wasn't being shown on the screen. I was
Yeah.
like, A to progress the screen.
Yeah.
Progress. Nope. The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning it doesn't freeze over in winter. making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon.
Did she really just go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon? Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please. Alright guys, in the next episode we will pick back up with the location of the murder weapon and cross-examine Bikini. And about the snowmobile tracks. Alright, we will see you guys then.
Bye!